Everyone, welcome to Assorted Meeples. Thank you for joining us. So, lovers of Final Fantasy VI, people who like watching amateur hour at board games, and who are happy to learn that there will not be the dice chicanery known as the Dice Demon Feel, welcome. Today we're playing a great game. Glad to see y'all. So, we'll be playing Smash Up with one expansion? No expansions.
Multiple expansions.
We're playing a version of Smash Up. There are so many of them. Great card game. You combine two random decks to... Well, if you're smart, you combine two that work together. If you're like me, you just grab two that sound really freaking cool and run with it. The bases will go up. We each chose ahead of time, and you can find the rules online on our Strong Point. Braden, I know you want to do a shout-out before we dove into it too deep.
Yeah, just wanted to give a quick shout out to the Heart Board Games channel, twitch.tv/Heart Board Games. Thank them again for the raid on our channel for our Sunday stream. That was super cool. I've gone and checked out their channel, hung out with them on their Monday and Wednesday streams. Great group of folks. They like a lot of the same types of games we do. If you like us, give them a follow as well.
Alright, and so we will be starting the game, and with the decks here, I chose, of course, the awesome Cyber Monkeys, because Mad Insane Scientist, completely in my wheelhouse. But if you're going to have cyborg apes, what do you feed them? And the answer is sheep. So I'll be playing cyborg apes and sheep.
I am playing a vampire pirate deck because if you're going to plunder their booty, you might as well take the blood too.
Well said, Callahan. I will be playing the Wizard Geeks in honor of my love for Magic the Gathering.
As appropriate.
Chris, what are you playing?
Need to get the camera just a little bit further.
That's why I told you to check this before.
Perfect. We're amateur hour. He
Right
just
there.
said it. St. Christopher is playing the Kung Fu Kitty Cats. I'm playing the Kung Fu deck with the Kitty Cats. And all their cuddle wuddles.
So, we've basically taken two factions and smashed them together in one deck. Each faction has 20 cards to form a 40-card deck. We're just going to start by drawing 5 cards. And the way a turn goes is we're going to basically have the ability to play up to 1 action, up to 1 minion. We'll check these bases, which I'll go over in a moment, to see if they score. And then we'll draw 2 cards, and then play will pass to the next person. Bases.
Fun and chaotic.
Bases have
Tokyo.
a value in the upper left-hand corner. This is their break number. When the total power of minions meets or exceeds this number, first place will score X number of points, second will score this number, and third will score this number. In the event of ties, you will have the tied players score the same amount of points for their placement, and then skip down to the next
And it's
eligible
first to
placement.
15 to win, correct?
And we're playing to 15 points.
And if anybody wanted to know, the break point on Tokyo is 25. There's a little bit of a glare from the lighting up above.
Yep. Each base also has an ability. For Tokyo's, it's after you play an action on this base, you gain +3 power here until the end of the turn. And then we've got the Hill with a breakpoint of 23. At the start of each player's turn, that player may move one of his or her minions from any base to this one.
Big point bases so far.
Oh.
Down in this corner, we have the Cave of Shinies. All pirates going to like that. After each time a minion is destroyed here, the owner of that minion gains a victory point.
Yeah, I'm going there.
Yeah, we figured.
This one, with a breakpoint of 19, is the Thieves Guild. This one has a monster on it. Do we want to play with the monster bases or not?
Now let's keep it simple.
Okay.
So
Normally with monsters, you can basically add a monster to the base. It adds to the break value. It makes things a little more complicated than we want them to be, so normally we skip them for our games. So I will replace it with a base that does not have a monster.
we will get better and play with them at some point, but for now, let's just keep it easy.
They're more headache than they're worth. We've got the Hideout instead. Breakpoint of 18. Minions here cannot be affected by other players' cards.
And over here, we've got
For when
the
you had
Deep.
too much of someone else's crap already.
It's a 16 breakpoint, so it's the weakest one on the board. And it says, after you play a minion of power 4 or more here, you may destroy a minion with less power here.
Yikes.
That's gonna get nasty.
That's a big mood.
And so we have all the point tools there. So, and something we should have done beforehand, had we're not at amateur hour. Who is going first? Or are we doing like a 4-player rock, paper, scissors? Because that's gonna get chaotic.
You sure you just don't want to go the youngest player?
Oh, you youngest can all piss my.
I'm older than everybody.
That's true. I'm not the oldest one here.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Callahan. I mean,
Gotta be good for
grab a
something.
die for James's drawer
it
there.
is weird. We're the best looking ones though, so I wonder if there's a correlation, causation.
We'll roll for it real quick. Chris has a 4.
Oh boy.
I did not do much better at an 8.
Natural 20 coming out.
That's a 10.
Well, hey!
Another 10.
Oh,
Thanks,
oh.
I hate it.
11. Oh boy.
Upper half.
Can we get a
Double
12?
digits.
We got 16.
It's me.
The pirates, vampires go first.
Yes. And I think I'm going straight for the Cave of Shinies.
As all pirates should do.
Let's see here. All right. I am playing. Go ahead and read that.
Fledgling Vampire. After you play this minion, if another player has more power here than you do, place a +1 power counter on this minion. Oh, trying to lock it down. See what you're doing.
A little bit. Well, no, but I've already played it, so she's going to stay at a 2. Now, do I draw at the end of my turn, or?
Yeah, at the end. It should be the last thing you do.
Okay.
You have an action if you want to play one.
I do not want to play an action, so my turn is over. I'm going to draw my card.
Okay. Interesting. So, Cyber Monkey and their sheep meals. This would be a good one. Where should they terrorize? Well, that hill seems like a jungle volcano thing, so one of my favorite cyber monkeys, we're going to go with Baboom. Talent, play an action on this minion as an extra action.
Oh.
So, because you guys always got so angry I played that.
Yeah. It's not annoying at all.
So, for that extra action, we're going to make a Baboom with his guns there in sheep's clothing. Action, play on a minion. After another minion moves from here to another base, you may move this minion to there as well, and then destroy the action. So, that leaves me with that extra action from earlier. So I'll play You Shall Pass with the wonderful EWE, because of course we have to have puns. Move one of your minions to another base. Draw a card. You may play an extra action. So we'll just move him to Tokyo. I will draw a card.
Also, Trident Dragonite, yes, the minions are very talented.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have good minions, that's the thing.
Good minions are hard to find.
So, since I have an extra action from the card... God, this is gonna be like a Braden turn that pisses everybody off.
I don't know what you're talking about. This combination of decks would never take an extremely long turn.
So, I'm gonna play another You Shall Pass to move that minion over to the Cave of Shinies, where we heard there were some fledgling vampires to shoot.
Yes.
And I may draw a card, and then I may play an extra action. We usually call this a Braden turn, but, you know, I see why you do it. It's a lot of fun.
It's
Everyone
super...
glares and keeps glaring.
It's just so empowering, isn't it?
And so for that extra action, I am going to play the great Monkey on Your Back, because they are persistent. Play on the minion. Destroy another player's minion here of power 4 or less, and then place this card at the bottom of the deck. So that's less than 4. So
Thanks for the victory point,
she dies.
sucker.
You do get one victory point for being destroyed.
Braden.
Wait, you got a
What are we
victory point for
playing
being
to
destroyed?
win?
What?
He does.
15.
15. Give
He
me a
does
point.
because of the base. You destroy one of the space. But it is now clear of fledgling vampires, which you gotta get them when they're young. You cannot let that get out of control.
It's true, it's
Alright,
true.
1 point for Callahan.
I'm in the lead.
And then I will
Quick, he's in the lead. Caleb.
kill him. Then I will draw my card at the end of the turn. And is your go, Kung Fu Kitty Cats.
All right.
Which is a terrifying word combination.
Yeah, I'm a little distressed.
I'm going to play Lady Whirlwind. And she is a 4-power minion. Talent. If this minion has no +1 power counters on it, destroy a minion here with less power to place a +1 power counter on this minion. We are all fighting for the...
So you're killing me, huh?
Correct.
Well, I get a victory point.
Yay!
And apparently I will not be moving this annoying baboon over the whole map.
And I need a power counter.
Does the base give you a victory point for doing
Every time you die.
Yes, every time any there dies.
yeah. Okay.
I need a power point and he needs a victory point.
Here are the counters. And 1 victory point for you.
Toss that.
I mean, wish I could have gone a better way,
Chica.
but what are you gonna do?
That's my whole plan.
And then my
You
action-
slaughter me
Just
15
keep getting
times.
Before you take your action, actually, finish your turn, and then we'll go over who has what decks again.
Okay.
Always feel not paying attention.
Feel was late.
All right, and my action is I'm going to cat fight. Choose one of your minions and draw cards equal to that minion's power. Ooh, wait a minute.
Actually, that's a good move early in the game if you want to move up to 5.
Yeah, give me her. I have to destroy her,
You
but
just-
I get 5 cards.
And then you'll have to discard down if you're over 10 at the end
I
of your
am
turn.
not.
And actually, you get the victory point because someone else doesn't have to destroy
Are you
it.
supposed
It
to
just
draw
needs to be
2 cards at the
destroyed.
end of your
2
turn?
at the end of your turn.
I only drew 1.
Oh,
Then draw
just
your
one.
second.
Okay,
Draw second.
same here.
Can I get a victory point too, please?
No.
Yeah, destroying your own minion for victory points.
Yeah, this
That
is bullshit.
Oh, come on, Brady. There's a base right there. You just joined the club. Peer
All right.
pressure.
Before we go any further, I am the Kung Fu Kitty Cats. I chose the Kung Fu deck and the Kitty Cat deck.
I am playing the Wizards and the Geeks.
I am playing Pirates and Vampires.
I am playing the Cyber Monkeys because there always has to be a mad scientist vibe with me in this game, as well as the sheep because Cyber Monkeys need to eat. Alright, Feel, are you satisfied or did you not pay attention again?
Well, we're not going over it again. If
So,
you want to take a turn. So I'm going to go ahead and take my turn. Might as well just throw minions at this base where if they die, I get points. So here's an Enchantress.
How many points?
It's got 2 power, and I'm
Oh,
going
good,
to
I
draw a
can kill
card.
that.
That's why I played the disposable minion there. And then I'm going to play... Let's start with Scry. I'm going to search my deck for an action and reveal it to all players, and then I will place it into my hand and shuffle my deck.
Ah, freaking wizards. Hate them.
It's fine.
You're a tool.
It isn't.
It's fine.
So there are sorts of decks where if you have experienced Magic players who know how to cycle a deck, they're just awful and should never be allowed to be combined. Wizards, time travelers, and princesses. You have been warned.
It's true.
Superheroes.
Was that the end of your turn?
They're not as bad as those
Once I finish searching,
Oh.
yes.
Uh-oh, even Trident Dragonite's like, come on, Feel.
Excellent.
Next time he's gone, I propose we play all dice games.
Oh.
Because that'd be hilarious.
Oh. Ooh, I'm waiting for the heart attack in chat. The aneurysm. Or table flipping. He could
All
flip a
of the
table, it's just
above.
not here.
I will go ahead and take the action Force of Will.
I don't like the sound of that.
Much like the Magic card version, I can play it whenever an opponent plays an action to discard that action and make it have no effect.
Oh, come on!
Never liked you anyway.
If it makes you feel better, it's the only copy of this card in the deck.
Not when you get to scry your whole deck to keep finding it.
That's the only copy of that card in the deck, too.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some bullshittery afoot.
He does.
When do I not? You've played this game with me before. With that, I will draw my 2 cards and be done.
You'd be surprised. You can pick this up with one hand if you really try. Synth.
I mean, I feel like this is a 2-man job to flip this table. The problem being there are 2 men on each side of the table.
Going to play the Pirate King on the hideout.
Oh, that's a hot, heavy-duty one, a 5.
Pirate King is a 5er, and his special is before a base scores, you may move this minion there.
Thanks, I hate it. And it's on
Oh,
the
it's
base
one
you
of-
can't impact it on either, so
That's,
enjoy.
that's correct.
It's one of those cards.
This is why I tutored for Force of Will early. Because someone was being naughty. Plotting his plots and scheming his schemes.
Well, I'm done. So I'm drawing 2 cards.
Okay.
In fairness, the table is also too heavy for me to flip by myself.
I mean, I would say argumentatively, I possibly could, but since I live here, the repercussions of that would probably not be great.
Probably
I
not.
was going to say 3 of the regular 4 probably could flip the table. If I wasn't injured, yes. You live here, consequences. Phil,
Yeah.
Playing the game without feel. An appropriate punishment for not paying attention in class.
Thank you.
and then Phil says, agreed. If I flipped it, it would be well earned.
So, with honor to one of our favorite games of all time, Settlers of Catan, I am going to play Wood for Sheep. This action, aside from the disturbingly sexual nature of the card, but I get to choose another player, reveal a random card from their hand, and I could choose to place a card from my hand into theirs to play the revealed card as an extra card. Otherwise, I just give it back.
I don't wanna.
Let's see. Reveal a random card. Randomness. You also have a geek deck, though, so you probably played all your good BS cards knowing you. So, pirates, you say. With a Pirate King, I can't go after, you say.
The irony of the
Shuffle them
pirates
out
being
so I can
plundered is
Pick
delicious.
one to reveal.
God. Oh, there's more. There we go.
I can't tell if you were just trying to hide those or were that incompetent.
I'm that.
Hey,
It's a thing.
Well, we reveal the broadside. Destroy all of one player's minions of power 2 or less on a base where you have a minion. Well, that's useless, so take it back.
All right.
I mean,
Useless
you
to
could
you.
play it. 0 is a number.
I mean, it is, but, you shut up. Fine. I don't need you anyway. I'm just going to play Furious George on the Hill, because the man in the yellow hat has to pay. He's a 2, but for his ongoing action, he has a +1 power for every action that gets played on him, which is unfortunate since I already played all my actions. So I will draw my 2 cards and my turn is over.
Would you please play my Dragon Warrior?
Word.
He's a power 5, ongoing. This minion cannot be destroyed. And his talent, transfer any number of +1 power counters from one minion to another.
And what do you want to play?
Right next to that Enchantress.
So, Cave Shrines.
Mm-hmm.
And those are both from your deck, correct?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. The one's Braden, one's
The Enchantress is mine.
Okay, so we have a 5 and a 2 there, so 7 total.
That's not the base with the ability that where if you play power 4, it blows something up, correct?
That's the one where when a
I
minion
kill your
dies,
guy, you get a point.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Bases are so far away.
And then I'm going to play Everyone Knew Their Part. And it shows a monk with Elvis in a one of those geese. And it is choose one of your minions, play an extra minion with less power on the same base.
Well, that's going to get out of control pretty quickly.
I don't like it.
We're gonna play Mr. Whiskers.
Okay, first of all, the art of that card is amazing.
He's a power 4.
Talents play an extra action. Destroy one of your minions.
I choose to decline that, and I'm going to take my turn.
Okay.
You're done?
Yep.
Alright.
I like the big bushy mustache underneath the haberdasher.
With
He
the,
should have a monocle, though.
Ooh, they did miss an opportunity.
They did.
Yeah.
They really did.
Yeah, but the monocle would just get in the way if he's a brawling kitty cat.
Oh,
No, that's how you know he's serious.
Yeah, he removes the monocle, and you're like,
Exactly.
oh man.
Then you know what's going on.
Alright, for my action, I'm going to play Mystic Studies, which lets me draw 2 cards from my deck.
Of course it does.
And then I'm going to play a Neophyte over on this other base here where I'm helping things. With it, I reveal the top card of my deck. If it's an action, I may play it as though it's an extra action.
So what are we up to there? We're up to
13 out of 23.
okay.
The action I reveal is Rules Lawyer.
Gee!
I-
A more fitting card!
Regrettably, it does not have any active targets.
That would be Chris, Almighty Falker. I am the computer boy tonight.
Transfer an action played on a base to another base, or transfer an action played on a minion to another minion. But I don't have any legal targets for this, I believe.
Nope,
There are
the
no
monkey
actions
who
out.
had the action was killed.
So,
Because the world isn't ready for cyber gorillas.
Absolutely not.
since it's an action, but I can't play it, do you want me to return it to the top of the deck or discard it?
Oh, do we get to choose?
The card does not specify, so I'm asking the table for a consensus.
It just says revealed. It says you can play it if it's an action.
Does it say I can? I don't have the card in front of me.
If it is an action, you may place it in your hand or play as an extra action. Otherwise, return it to the top.
Oh, I can put it into my hand?
No, return it to the top of the deck if you can't play it.
Oh, okay. Then, top of the deck it is.
Oh, you know it's coming.
Yeah. I don't have anything I can do with it, so that's my turn. I'll draw my 2 cards. Go Callahan.
All right. Fledgling vampire. Got to get on this action right over here. A little bit of action. I don't need me a counter because she's a 3 now. Because you guys were too strong. Just too strong. Okay, let's see here.
I'll show you too
16
strong.
on 23.
Yeah, we're getting there. And I think we're gonna have to. You know what? I think we're gonna play Shanghai. And that's gonna be move another player's minion to another base. The Dragon Warrior is just too much. He's going to have to go over here. And
I like
I'll be
it
done.
because it
I'll be
wasn't my
Draw your 2 cards.
done. I'm drawing. Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter.
Or 2.
Ooh, I finally got something going. Do I have to discard down though?
Are you over
Fine.
10?
Not unless you have up to
I
10.
am not.
Then you're good.
That must be a nice problem to have. Let's see. Well, I don't have any actions I can actually play, so I am going to.
Oh, I don't remember that one. That's a good one.
Gonna get you. It's coming for you, Braden.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Let's see.
The deep.
I will go ahead and toss a black sheep onto the hill because Furious George needs company. It is ongoing. Anytime a minion is played here, I then have to move this to another base. And I can't play any of my actions at this time, so I will be drawing 2 cards.
All right. I play another Lady Whirlwind.
On which one?
Oh, the Cave of Shinies.
Okay.
And she is again, if this minion has no +1 power counters on it, destroy a minion here with less power to place a +1 power. She is what, a level 4 power? She can get rid of that minion.
Which one? The vampire or the...
The vampire.
Really?
How dare you move my
Well,
Kung Fu
You get a
warrior.
victory point.
Yeah.
I don't like
But
this.
Sucker.
you get to place that on Lady Whirlwind.
I know.
And then I'm going to play Let's Get It On. And it shows Bruce Lee fist punching a...
You want just think of celebrity
enemy.
death match when he said that from back in the day.
I did.
Yeah.
I did hear
Choose one of your
back in the
minions.
day.
Destroy one or more minions at the same base with the total power less than or equal to that minion. We're going to use Mr. Whiskers. He pulled his monocle out. Clean those 2 from the board.
So, let's see.
The other 2?
Yep.
Wow, just giving away points.
So
I'm not winning anymore.
You're killing...
Both.
You got both of my minions?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not cool. I had a use for them.
Was it murdering them?
It
Oh,
was.
he gets 2 points.
I'm having fun doing this. This is terribly wonderful. All right, and I'm done for the round.
Okay then. Well, I see we're going places and they're all bad, so... Fine.
Sorry. That was really funny.
He does
that
that.
card.
Alright, for my action, I'm going to play a non-infinite loop. This lets me choose another action card from my hand and play it as an extra action. When I finish playing it, it returns to my hand instead of the discard pile.
Imagine that.
And I'm going to play the action card Band List. For each other player, name a card and look at that player's hand. That player must play any copies of that card from their hand on the bottom of their deck. For you, First Mate. For you, Sheep. For you, Mr. Whiskers.
Ha, screw you. I don't have it.
Good, I still get to look at your hand.
No.
I'm going to look at your hand.
No.
You're a dick.
Was there another Mr. Whiskers? There were 2?
No. You're lucky. I only have 1.
I don't like you. At all.
Things are starting to come up Millhouse.
I see that. I don't like it. Ugh. Okay.
You get to look at everyone's hand? Or
I-
Yeah, I get to look at it.
I've got options.
Oh,
Apparently.
he's gonna hate my deck.
I sure am. Oh, God. Okay, I named it wrong, but that's fine. You get a pass. I was thinking of the right card, but I gave the wrong name, so you can keep that.
Cool. I wasn't sure if there's another one of those.
Enjoy. You really enjoy that.
I won't. I don't like it.
It's pretty hot, isn't it?
I don't like you.
It's extra
Oh, God,
spicy.
why? You know what? I didn't want to know any of this. Except that. I do want to know what that is.
Except
All right. And then ban list will return to my hand.
Remember, he put ban list back in his hand, which means he's going to try and get us to float cards to the bottom of our decks.
yeah, he knows what we have now.
I'm going to
play
play a Chronomancer, which gives me the ability to play an extra action. So we're going to play ban list again.
Stupid wizards.
Queen Fluffy. Flock, so that I actually get something from you this time.
Wow, that is. Is it discard or bottom of the deck?
Bottom.
Bottom of the deck.
And I was nice to you.
Oh, that is a broken freaking card. Jeez, what's extra action?
So that is currently
So-
at
Full sale for
9
you.
plus 3 is
So-
12. Oh, you're playing Full Sail, huh?
I am sending full sale out
You
of
are
your
a
hand.
son of a bitch.
That needs to go.
Yeah, I know.
So what I'm hearing is wild card the entire rest of the game.
You already are. This was my response to you blowing up all of my nice things.
Well, now I have to change my plan.
Darn. How awful. I'm done.
Yes, I love Mr. Whiskers. He's a good Mr. Cat.
I am going to play the Night Stalker over here. And it says destroy a minion of power 2 or less to place a +1 counter on this minion. Now, I do not understand. Is that my minion or is that a minion?
Destroy any minion of power 2 or less here to put a +1 power counter on this minion.
Wonderful. Is that ape a 2?
That ape is a 2.
I'm going to drink that ape.
That's a big mood.
Why does everyone hate the apes?
I don't. The
I
ape was
would-
lovely.
But
I
everyone
didn't do
murders
anything
them.
to the apes. I attacked their food supply, which was very generous.
I didn't kill you. I starved you. Thanks.
I left you something far nicer.
This is in
Let's
response
see.
to
You
last
moved one
Thursday.
here, so after minions place here, so I have to move this to another
This
base.
way,
'cause
it's
that's
the
flesh.
famine that destroys you and not me.
You're
Plausible
worse than
deniability.
Kafka. You know that?
I mean, that's not untrue.
I am going to.
Philip One Brea says they have not banded up
Oh,
to
you can
kill
move it?
Braden yet.
Well,
I
that's
am
'cause the black
disappointed in
sheep,
giving
whenever
Braden
minions
an
play where he
80%
is, he
chance
has
He
to
has
move
to
to
move.
another base.
I mean,
Yep.
And
that's
he
not
can't
a
be
good
affected
proposition on the
Yep.
just because they
All
keep
right, so
murdering
let's
all my
see.
minions, and I
It's
need those to score.
vampires.
All I can do is be mean to everyone who blows
You're
up my
tied for the
things.
lead because people keep murdering your minions.
Yeah,
mean,
'cause
like,
I have
this
to
is
keep
a
playing-
viable
I have to keep playing
strategy
them
at
over
this point.
there.
God, a game where murdering Braden is a viable strategy.
I love it.
I'm going to play Summon Wolves on Tokyo.
Sheep don't like
Playing a
wolves.
base.
That's why they need
Ongoing. At the
gorillas.
start of your turn, place a +1 counter on this card. If you have a minion here, counters on this card add to your power total.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Force of Will because I don't like you.
What's that do?
It makes your action go away.
You're in action.
No,
Fine.
you're being bad. I
I-
get punished.
I'm done.
Good.
Go.
I can't. It's Shane's turn.
Fine.
Well, at least there's some semblance of law here.
That's a bad rule. I don't like that rule.
Almighty Fokker says, Rule 1, Braden dies first.
No, I
That's a
don't
good
like that
rule.
rule. Bad rule.
Philip One Brea adds in, or at least kneecap him.
But I need those for walking. They're my walking around kneecaps.
You just wear your Sunday best ones. Nobody's going to know the difference.
Summon Wolves is a good card, and you ruined it. You're a ruiner.
You know,
I
You're just
am
gonna
a
let that
ruiner.
build up and then just play
You
on
have
there
a
and
5
take
minion I
Tokyo.
can't do anything to.
You're a 5
Therefore, you get
I
punished
have to
on
tell
every
you,
other base you try to
Little
go
Bo
to.
Peep, not ready to deal with this harsh world. So this minion, power 5, other players cannot move minions to or from here. Talent, I can move one of my minions to here. Which, since, you know, you all did such a good job murdering them,
And
doesn't
she
matter.
can't be affected.
Yep, and so no other player can play cards there.
Interesting.
Note how I went out of my way not to take that.
Although since she's playing there, that does make
Move
you the
the
black
sheep.
sheep move.
Oh, please do.
I don't like this anti-Braden sentiment in the chat.
Yeah, that's
It's
a good rule,
distressing.
Trident Dragonite. Yes, it is.
It's very distressing. All I'm trying to do is police Callahan and maybe needle Chris a little for fun.
Listen here, UN, Braden. We don't need policing.
That's why you're just getting needled a little.
That's true, I don't have one
There
of
is
those
not
there
an
for
embargo
each
here.
visit, but I'll go
I mean,
ahead.
I put the embargo right there because I
Well,
saw
that's
what he had.
full-fledged sanctions.
You'll move to there.
Oh.
I saw what he had, And of the 3 hands, his was easily the worst.
You're the worst.
For my action, we have to get Little Bo Peep ready for the world when the hideout eventually falls. So we're going to teach her via Cyber Revolution. This minion has +3 power thanks to Cyber Apes.
I am not ready
You
for
made a
cybernetic Bo Peep.
Oh, we just have the thing there, so.
Okay.
And then otherwise, we're going to stay in our hideout that no other player can now move cards to or from.
I don't like it.
Which means, man, someone spent a 5 for 1 point. That's got to be annoying. Continue.
Unless she dies somehow.
That's gonna be an onion in the ointment.
I mean, you can't, so he kind of has to move.
I'm gonna play cricket up on the hill. If you want.
But
to
I like winning,
On the hill?
Chad.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a 2 power,
That's the point.
and he's got a skill of you may transfer a. Can you read that real quick?
You may transfer +1 power counter from one minion to another.
Blackula, I'm taking your power.
That's not even cool.
Damn.
But
You think-
but it's great martial arts technique.
But you think that's bad? Just
But
wait.
wait, there's more!
There's more! Everyone knows Kung Fu fighting.
Yeah, that was the other card I thought about.
Choose a base. Each player with a minion there destroys another player's minion there.
Wait, sorry, poor Robert.
You
Since you
do.
moved him there, I assume he kicks in with having to move before the
Correct.
action.
Yes.
That is correct.
So we will move him there.
So you do know I'm going to kill your 5, right?
Who says I'm choosing? I have to choose
He's picking
the
a
base.
base.
Oh!
I believe
Carry on.
I understand the direction this conversation is going, and it is
Carry-
mad.
Carry on.
'Cause
Please
it
do.
means I'm about to not
Hello,
have a
Cave
minion.
of Shinies.
God damn it.
Oh,
Well, you
That
can't,
cave of shinies is looking pretty nice.
you can't affect the
You
hideout.
can't affect
so...
the hideout,
Right.
so you have 2 whole choices.
Give him back his chronomancer.
Yep. Fine. Whatever, sure, fine. I'll take victory
You
point.
take the wins by death. Where's that go?
On
Fine. We'll keep
for
throwing
their-
it.
her.
I will throw as many minions at that sacrificial altar as I have to until you
Actually,
are
that
one
would be
of
a
them.
great way to win by 15.
All right.
Come on, Brady. It's harvest time. The sacrifices must continue.
One of us. One.
Oh,
sorry.
Different issue. Different reference, though I appreciate it. And if
Dragonite says, Braden, it's because you win if people leave you alone.
Thank you! I've been saying this for years!
I already told you. That's why I like winning. Why is this a bad thing?
Mostly it's your face.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
That's wow.
Oh,
That
those
was
lines have
harsh.
been drawn
I'm just
in the
gonna-
sand.
We're gonna file that over here for later.
Just,
Under salty.
it's not my fault I'm right.
Are you done, Chris?
I am very much finished.
Okay. I'm gonna, as a special ability, discard a fan from my hand to draw a card. Next, I'm going to play a Chronomancer over on the Cave of Shinies, which lets me play an extra action this turn.
You really like those extra actions, don't you?
For my first action, I will activate Sacrifice. Choose one of my minions. Draw cards equal to its power, then destroy that minion.
Gee, I wonder how many you have.
Killing the Chronomancer for another
Killing
point?
my only minion on the board for another point, because apparently this is how we're doing this now. And then I'll draw 3 additional cards.
You're
for
a
my
third of the way to winning.
Take your point.
I'll be what I want to do. And I'm not a third of the way to winning. I'm only at 4.
Uh-huh.
You have to get to 15.
Uh-huh.
Just under a third.
And then, for my second action, I will play Mass Enchantment. Reveal the top card of each other player's deck. Play 1 revealed action as an extra action and return unused cards to the top of the decks.
Oh, crap. I'm in action.
I got Cold the Weak.
You said action?
Action,
Yeah.
yes.
Is that a minion or an action?
It's an action.
Okay. Damn it.
You're gonna,
I believe I
you're
got
gonna choose
actions from
mine.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was unfortunate timing.
Oh, that jerkwad's going to use mine against me.
Damn. Well, I don't have any minions, unfortunately, so I can't take yours.
Oh, good.
Because I don't have any in play currently. Yeah, I guess I'll take to follow or not. Choose another player. Choose a random action in their discard pile. Play it as an extra action or return it. Draw a card. Chris, you got some spicy actions in your discard pile.
So does this get thrown away?
Yep, it's used.
Oh, so this goes in my discard?
No, it goes back to the top of your deck because I didn't use it. I used Shane's.
Gotcha.
It's a good action, though.
I know it is. That's why I'm using it. And I know what I want from Chris's bin.
I know what I want.
You're not going to get it.
I probably won't. There's only a 1 in 4 chance, but there are other fun things here.
Phil gave his luck to him.
Well, I can't
You
use
can't do
this
that.
one because it
I'll refuse
requires
it.
me to have a minion. So
Ah!
away it goes.
The plan,
Alright.
The plan was so good till that moment you need manpower.
Right?
Wow, they are really slinging shade your way on...
Well, I'll go
Chat.
have a look at that now that my turn is over. Go, Callie.
Holy
Fledgling
cow!
vampire, give me a counter.
Getting your fledglings all murdered has worked very well for you so far.
I'm
I mean,
doing
it's
my
now
best.
the only strategy I have.
the only way I'm gonna get points. All right, let's
we
see
have
what else we
8
got.
points on the board, and it's all come from murdering each
Right?
other.
Nothing
So
has
with this
scored.
group, that is a great strategy.
There's
There's a
you
lot of
become the
shade
new
in the chat.
Phil.
No, that's him.
Done. Your
Shane
turn.
has feels luck.
1.
You didn't play anything?
Don't have any actions that can be played.
Neat.
Okay, Shane.
Okay, yeah. Let me figure out how to do this.
It has to be a talent to be something you can do every round, right?
Correct.
Otherwise, it just happens the one time.
Yep. That is exactly right.
Oh. Okay, let me see if I got the math on this right. Well, I hope so, because there are literally only 2 cards I can apparently play. So, first I am going to play the baboon at the hideout, which means I have to get rid of Black Sheep.
Where's he gonna go?
That's a good question. You know what? Let's put him here where all the murder.
Let's put
Put him here where all the murdering happens. Yeah.
That's not the worst idea. Worst case scenario, you get a point.
Fortunately, I do not have any actions that are extra action. Actually, and then let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I am going to play. Let's see. The talent for Baboon is play an action on this minion as an extra action, so I'm going to juice him up.
Did you just steroid a baboon?
I have always wanted to steroid a baboon. I am not missing
How
this
much is he?
opportunity now. He is now a 5. And she is an 8.
That's
So it
pretty
breaks.
spicy.
Does that get us to 18?
Because 8 plus
5
Five?
plus 5 is 15.
18?
13,
Perfect. That's what I
18.
wanted to do. And
Yep. So that base breaks.
3.
I get a point.
Hold up!
Uh-oh.
I believe that Chris would like to intervene.
You can't. Because
He might have a
he-
special ability.
He might have something that doesn't affect your minions or do other things.
Okay.
Like, we'll see.
No other minion can go there, though, because
I
of my
know.
minion's power. So you have 2
No,
things keeping
no,
you
no, it's,
I'm assuming he's got a special action.
I do, but I want to know the ruling. His minion he played was a baboon. Is it considered a 3 or a 5?
It's a 5 right now.
It's a 5 because of his action.
Okay, then never mind, I can't.
All right.
Woohoo! 3 points!
1 point, please.
Because one of us actually does it the old-fashioned way by working instead of dying.
Now, do we
people.
just put this in the discard?
You discard
Yep, you discard it, and we'll get a new base.
New base coming up. We've got the Tar Pits for 16. It's a 4/3/2. After each time a minion is destroyed here, place it at the bottom of its owner's deck.
Woof, hard pass.
Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun.
Yeah.
Braden.
I don't have any minions.
Actually,
I have to have minions
Since
for
that
you
was-
to send them
So
away.
that was the extra action on the baboon. I technically have an action back.
The base would. That needs to happen before the base scores.
Oh, okay. My bad then.
I mean, if you want to play it and do something else,
No,
with it,
no.
you just can't with that
Rule
base.
wall.
Okay.
So, all right, let's go.
We're gonna play Drunken Master
Where?
on the hill.
Okay.
Here's a power counter for him. Because if he doesn't have one, he gets one. How many points are we at over at the Cave of Shinies?
Yeah, that madness really should stop.
17.
17.
Yeah, so important rule. The base breaking is the last thing. So if you have an extra action, make sure the base doesn't get broken before you do it.
And for clarification, it can be at breakpoint and you can play your action, but then the base breaks after you're done playing all of your cards for the turn. So even if you get it to breakpoint, you can play that action.
14. Crud. Okay.
I mean, too late now.
I mean, I understand. I'm just clarifying it so that we don't get into a feel bad situation again later.
Shane, it's coming out in Millhouse for you.
Is it?
That black sheep's gonna finally pass away.
Is he?
Mr. Lopan decides to join the fray. For those of you who haven't seen Big Trouble in Little China,
Oh, I know who Lopan is.
the card says a little bit frightening, and it shows Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China cackling maniacally. It says, choose one of your minions. Destroy a minion at its base with less power to place 2 +1 power counters on your total on your minions there. So the black sheep.
He kills the black sheep.
It's one of your minions, though. Black sheep isn't your minion.
Oh, one of my minions. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
that's
have to
fine.
kill one of yours.
Whiskers.
Mr. Whiskers.
Kill Mr. Whiskers.
Give me my point. And put 2 on her.
Man needs point.
I don't wanna. That stupid base keeps hemorrhaging more.
I'm trying to break it, but you keep killing people there.
That's what it's designed for. I'm done.
Riveting. Alright, what does that base need to break?
8.
8? Needs 8 more?
8 more.
Except for leave the moment a minion moves there.
He's
I
not wrong.
hate all of this.
Good job, Shane. Way to play that.
Ugh.
God damn it.
Alright, well then... And this is the one where if a minion dies, it gets punted to the bottom of the deck.
That is correct.
Philip Onbrea says, Shane, not gonna lie, that sheep deck is really fun to play. And you're getting really good with cyber monkeys.
I do like cyber monkeys.
Alright, so I'm going to play Summon, which lets me play an extra minion.
I thought you didn't have any minions.
I don't have any in play.
You don't
I'm
have-
going to put 2 Game Gurus over on this base. They can't be affected by anyone else's abilities.
They can't,
Cannot.
but I can take
And
control.
your
of them,
action
right?
lets you play 2 or
Yes,
one
my
player?
action lets me play an extra minion.
Gotcha. I don't know what you can do about that.
Because as soon as the Cave of Shinies breaks, that's probably going to be the next shit show base. And I want to make sure I'm in there.
You're boring.
And then I'm going to be done and draw 2 cards.
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
enjoying this deck.
It's really good, especially with the stupid Cave of Shinies just feeding victory points to everybody.
Yeah, I've never quite seen anything like that.
I'm having way too
Victory
much
via
fun.
death.
Kill you and you win.
What you plotting?
So, Chad, if I'm
I
playing...
have a plan.
Okay,
Go on.
Shatner, how's that going?
Zap, hurry up or I'll get killed.
Shut it!
So, Chad, if you were a mad scientist, would you go with the cyber gorillas or would you go with a different animal-robotic combination? And no, penguins are not allowed because they are inherently too evil as it is.
Ditto for ducks.
Penguins are like, they do everything ducks do, just even more.
I know,
worse.
but
Yeah.
if you're gonna ban one, you might as well ban both.
Yeah, that's fair. So, no ducks and penguins. What animals do you go mad scientist with?
Hobo Steve says, when are you guys playing Yu-Gi-Oh? God, no! Absolutely not. If you
I'm
ever
going to
played
play
a
the
card
first
game with
mate.
him, that's worse.
First
I
mate,
haven't
eh?
First
played.
mate is in.
I haven't got 15 years of experience playing Yu-Gi-Oh. It's fine.
Does this captain tell him to make it so?
Nobody should.
What did you do?
I played the first mate.
God damn it. That's why I called for it the first time when I hit you with the ban
This
list, because
base
I
is
hate that
scored,
card.
you can just move them to another base.
Why I was hoping to get ahead of that.
Phil says dinos. Trident Dragonite says geese.
You can't use dinos because dinos are extinct.
Geese is a
Bill.
really
It's your
good
turn.
one, though.
Geese
Holy
is a great
shit.
one. Man, those are nasty.
Your turn, buddy.
Okay. Cool. So let's see.
Oh, please, just somebody else play another card there. I really want another card.
How many points are up there total with all your power?
He's got 12.
He's-
I've got 6.
So you got 18.
18. 5 away from it.
Cool. Well, I am.
Please. Geese are mean enough.
That is true. They all
That's
kind
a
of super
fine
close enough,
answer.
so-
They're bastards.
I like the cyber monkeys or the cyber gorillas, but geese. Ugh.
Genetically
Why is it all the worst animals are birds?
Because they descended from dinosaurs.
They just are. So,
It's because they're wicked.
They taste delicious.
It's
follow me with my sheep moves here. The flock goes to the Cave of Shinies, forcing the black sheep to move. Since the black sheep moves, the flock, after a minion moves from here to another base, they should move with that minion as well.
Yup.
I believe I just broke the base.
You did, and now
you
I'm
made
going
us
to use...
tie.
No, you don't.
He's coming
Can
back.
I have a cheeseburger?
What are you doing?
Look at that black cat with adorable eyes. Just
Show
I'm
the camera.
taking control of the first mate.
Hold on.
You know what? That's funny enough. I'm just.
Okay, to
I have
control a
nothing.
minion, there are power 3 or less.
Oh, I don't have any ones
Wait,
that
is
are
that
playable when
permanent?
it's being scored.
Oh.
Until the end of the turn.
Okay. I was gonna say, holy moly, to get a
So
first
I
mate
get
turn
1
back on.
point
You
instead
get
of 2.
1 point instead of 2.
Oh, so I get 2 points now for
You
the
know,
black
he
sheep.
was already beating me, right?
I know.
Oh, good. I just thought I'd point
This
that out.
deck isn't built to win. This deck is to screw with everybody.
I see that
right now.
the Kingmaker has made his selection.
And you got. Yep. He's taking the most points while doing it. That's not a bad system.
Yeah,
Never liked you anyway.
So, base breaks. Do you have any other moves or actions?
I have nothing.
Okay. I can't do anything, so.
Give me my point!
So, a point for Callahan.
I mean, you're not wrong, Trident Dragonite. The fact that geese are such monsters.
They hiss at you. A freaking feather goose should not hiss at you. That's like combining fear of snakes with this big feather thing that can come right at your face.
At your face.
I mean,
It's not
geese are
right.
so horrible
Yeah, but-
that someone thought it would be a good idea to make a game about them, and it's a best-selling game.
If you guys have not seen Untitled
Goose Game.
If you have not seen Untitled Goose Game and all the playthroughs of that,
Oh my
hit
gosh,
YouTube.
treat yourself.
We're doing you a favor. So, banker of the points. Give 1 to Callahan. I will
guess.
take 2 for my efforts.
And I'll take 4.
Thanks, I hate it.
Now, question. Since you control this, are
Can
you
I have one of your
moving
ones?
his thing to another base, or are you choosing just not to? Or how does that work? Let's see. You may, so you can just choose to kill it.
He does control it until the end of the turn, right?
Yeah, please
move
let
it over
die.
to the
No.
move it over to the Cave of Shinies.
Why
Why are you helping him? Because he gets it back once you do that.
Yeah,
I don't care.
but
Give me a 5 for
He's,
these
he
ones,
must
please.
have a plan that I'm not aware of.
I believe his plan is
No,
to.
his is just to sow chaos. He's okay
Oh,
with that.
I see.
He,
Well,
he does it a lot, so
God.
that's why we call him the Kingmaker.
base gets put over
I
here.
need my people and my power.
Yep, I will do my drawing of 2 because I have no actions to play.
And all of those
Can you
minions can
clean
go
up the
away.
minions?
Yep.
And we ended up with a truck stop. It's a 3-2-1 that breaks
love
at
that
18 points.
Okay.
At the start of your turn, you may transfer an action played on another base to here or from here to another base.
Because we don't have enough dumpster fires. We need more!
That's
That message I sent you in chat has strictly applied here. Braden. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
out
that
of...
makes sense, Trident Dragonite. I understand that game beat the reason for your choice of geese. That tracks.
Geese are nasty. I mean, can you imagine them having cybernetics on top of it? That's a pretty good choice.
I mean, the fact that we had just a flock of them that would harass people in the front of and back of the Haibu Transamerica building when we were working there was ridiculous.
But then you get memos to not bring a walking stick. Do not hit the geese.
Because people are stupid.
Fools, if they want to start it, they better freaking finish it.
Start
In fairness,
nothing, no
the
being
geese
nothing.
will totally finish it.
Yeah, I remember the incident, Brayden. you paid for the Uber back from the hospital. I appreciate that. We don't need to go into the geese incident.
I have nothing I can do, so I'm going to draw 2 cards.
I think
Geese
you've
don't
done
play
enough.
They don't.
So you have an 8 card there that's not a T-Rex. That's pretty amazing.
So how much power is on that base over there? The shinies.
11, 12. There's 13 total points, 4 powers here and a power here.
Okay, there's 13
10
on that
more to break
base. And the first mate's 2, so Chris has 11 on that base.
That's not mine. It's
It's
till the
not
end
his
of the
anymore.
turn.
It's back to Callahan's.
It's now Callahan. So Callahan's got...
No, Callan's
5.
got the first mate. Oh, you've got
And
5?
the vampire.
Yeah.
And the Vampire.
Okay, so there's 13 power on that base. Okay.
Yep.
Yes, Folker. Almighty Folker. I said it again. Vampires.
Okay. I believe the time has come that we need to put an end to most of this idiocy.
You're an idiocy.
You're really going to put my fun away?
Yes.
I'm
You realize you have profited 4 points off that idiocy. It's
Oh, don't
actually
worry.
served you
That
well.
idiocy is going to stay. I'm cleaning up the board a little bit. I'm going to play Felicia Day and use her ability to move all minions to this base. And because it's my ability, those will move over here too. Should just immediately break the base.
Fine.
Because there's 13 power on that base, there will be 10 coming over, and all the minions are going to go away.
Son of a bitch. I still just get 1 point.
Yeah, I'm going to win the base. That was the plan. And I get to clean up all of this
And then
nonsense.
I'll move my first mate back to the Cave of Shinies.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if I want to play an action before we break that base. I'm going to discard a fan to draw a card. I'm going to discard a fan to draw a card. And I don't believe I have any actions I want to play this turn, so that base can break.
I like you too, Almighty Folker.
I don't have any minions, so...
Well,
Because everyone keeps killing the gorillas for some reason.
so everything is going to move to this base. And they have...
I'm glad you heard
So I've
my
got
my
10
vampire.
points on this base. Chris has
8 points.
8, and then Callahan's got the other 5.
Or does he?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
Okay, well then, that's that. I'll take 3, Chris will take 2, and Callahan will take 1.
I didn't want to win anyway.
Good.
You know,
That's
I
convenient,
have
then.
worked hard, you cheaty little
Give me the first
cheat,
mate.
to
The vampire's
Look, I
first
know
as
you did, and you have been rewarded now for your hard work with 2 points. I did that for you.
Oh, power tokens. Take your stupid geeks.
yeah, get your stupid
All right.
Felicia stupid day out of my
We ended up with
stupid deck.
Funky Town. It's a 23 breaking base that gives 4, 3, and 2 points. Once per turn, when your standard action directly affects one or more of your minions here, you may have it affect another of your minions the same way.
That's a
Here the same way. Sorry.
okay.
I can't
That's an important
That
distinction.
is an important distinction.
I'm gonna draw my 2 cards, and then we'll see what travesty you start to make.
You're a
things happen.
travesty.
Yeah, he is.
You're just mad because I cleaned the board up.
I am mad at that.
I'm very mad at
The
you.
board up. You're not wrong.
I promise I'm not getting any minions. All my actions were towards
All right, we're
the
putting
deck.
Heavy Drinker.
What's he do?
You may destroy one of your minions to place a +1 power counter on this minion.
We're gonna do that. First mate's going bye-bye.
Oh,
What you doing?
get him a point and get him a power token.
I don't want to.
Oh, Nosferatu with the little hat.
That's what with the little hat.
I mean, so this, I think it's a bad wing, just a bad angle, but it looks like it's where a little.
As
those
my
little
action,
fez.
I will play Crack of Dusk. Play a minion of power 2 or less from your discard pile as an extra minion. Place
No,
a +1
no,
power
no,
counter
no,
on it.
no, no. Will Wheaton, no, no, no. First mate is gonna stay in the bin where he belongs.
He's gonna be a power 3 first mate.
Yeah. You remember this marker I owe you for your crack about my face earlier? Calling it in.
So that burns my action.
Your
or...
action's gone. You're done.
And he gets a free minion out there.
Oh.
Told you the geek deck was strong.
No,
I was not
know.
misreading it the first time.
No, it really
God.
is.
I
Dick.
did not have nearly this much success with it the last time I
I
played
will
it.
draw
so
my 2
Liar.
cards.
I didn't. I
That's
lost the
because-
game horribly.
That's because you didn't get the Felicia Day or Will Wheaton card.
fair, because I did get neither of them.
I'm done.
In fairness, I didn't even look at the decks when I shuffled them, so
Let's see.
this has been fun surprises for me.
Well, it's nice. Your sleeves for these really
Before you take turns, what are scores currently at for chat? Since we don't have,
I have
overlays
6
up
points.
yet.
yeah,
6 points.
I have 8.
I have 7.
6.
This is actually a pretty close game.
I mean, trouble is if you don't get any minions, you can't
Also, how is the
score.
Kingmaker winning? This is filthy and unacceptable.
I don't know. I thought it was fantastic. Oh, Mister, I got half my points from killing people. Come on.
To be fair,
You have benefited from his.
3 of those points
You have
came from
benefited
other
from his
people.
serial killing, sir. You should thank him for his serial killing. It
I am
put
a
you in the
benevolent
competitive
leader.
position you are in now.
I am a benevolent leader. Points leader.
I mean, yes, he could have just murdered a bunch of prostitutes like Jack the Ripper, but no, he murdered your people to give you points.
They were also prostitutes.
Well, they're braided, so quite possibly.
I mean, look, everyone's got to have a side hustle.
I believe the phrase is $20 is $20.
Look, with 6 in one basket, half a dozen in the other. I mean,
So I'm gonna go with
you got to do what you got to do.
I just got a go, Chris from Phil.
on Counting Sheep. On Cave Restaurant, I'm gonna play Counting Sheep. It's an action play on the base. After the power of another player's minion increases, all my minions gain +1 until the end of the turn each time that happens.
Please play something there.
And then welcome to Clyde.
Welcome to Clyde.
He's the smart monkey, not the one with. He's not the giant gorilla, not the one with the guns attached. He is the one with the brain amplifier thing. Yeah, probably.
Oh,
shouldn't have touched
he's
myself.
the professor one from
Yes.
Futurama.
So
Yes,
exactly.
The one
An
who harasses
orangutan.
for.
So
Yeah.
if your actions
JoJo.
if your actions
No,
played
JoJo's
on
somebody else.
minions here go to the discard pile, I can just place them into my back in my hand instead.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Yes, because he's smart, so you don't have to throw away discarded actions when jerks target the apes. Which, by the way, guys, very
Not
specious
cool.
of you. Yeah, very specious.
And that's from that base or just in general?
Let's see. Actions played on minions here go to the discard pile. So any actions, there will only be the ones played on minions, but any of those will go back to my hand instead of being thrown away.
Yikes. Okay.
It's not that powerful if you got all your actions early on. And I can't do anything else because I need more minions, so I'm drawing cards.
Your turn complete?
It is.
You're gonna like me a lot.
Am I?
Place my drunken master at your cave of shinies
I don't like
and
where-
have a free PowerPoint.
If your minion has no +1, why would... Oh, right, because we both... Well, mine's is temporary, so, but yeah.
No, yours comes off your bonus action.
Yeah, it's +1 to the end of turn. Where's that put the total count at right now?
That's a good question.
4 plus 4
Hey.
plus 4 plus 5. So 17.
Well, I don't like Will Wheaton, so he is now Glumpy.
Play on a minion. Ongoing, this minion has -2 power, making him a 2.
Look, this isn't an episode of Tabletop.
We're
This is a game of Smash Up.
I mean, in fairness, you use his big ability, so at this point,
I
he was
mean,
just
it's
a
all
pawn.
gravy.
Yeah.
I got to keep the first mate in the bin. I'm pretty sure that is a trade that Mr. Wheaton would agree was well worth
So
it.
since it's not going to break, the points will go off.
And given the amount of hate I've been receiving from Chad all night, I can kind of empathize with where he's coming from. Just a
The
little.
hate is deserved.
Because they play with you enough, they don't buy the why is everyone picking on your routine? Because they have done that and then gotten beat by 80 points, Braden. I have a mandatory quest round 7. Oh, I beat you by 80. Yeah, like you didn't freaking know.
I actually didn't.
All right, Smarty Pants.
Oh, I get to go?
Go
Sure,
ahead,
Tim.
speak more words, Braden. See how that goes.
I like words. I'm going to play this fan. Which means I'm going to discard it and draw a card.
Yeah, someone who has struggled to get 5 cards in his hand.
Right,
The
well-
constant 10 cards to choose from, and I'll get rid of these 4. I don't want to get 4 more. It's been infuriating.
That's a good word.
I'm going to play a
It's
portal.
a good
Reveal the top
vocabulary
5 cards of my deck. Put any number of minions revealed this way into my hand. Return the other cards to the top in any order.
This game is stupid. Whose idea was this?
It's not the game, it's a common component of...
Philip One Brass is Kill Braden.
Give me a fiber.
Okay, I will take min-maxing and control minion as my 2 actions that I get out of my 5 cards.
I would like to read those
You may.
so that I know how awful this is going to be. On its hand, you may play an action. Oh, that sucks.
So
Choose
what
a
is
minion. So he's getting 2 actions. One
Oh,
of
wait,
them.
no, it's the other way around. I get minions, not actions. Those are going to go
Oh,
back to
thank
my
God.
Sorry.
No.
These are what I'm going to my hand.
They draw lots of cards and
And stuff and things, yes.
and then give him actions.
I mean,
right.
you probably still want to read what they do. Min-maxing lets me look at an opponent's hand and play an action from it as an extra action. Control minion lets me choose a minion. I control that minion until the end of the turn. It also has special. I can play it when a player plays a minion to gain control of the newly played minion until end of turn. And then I'll be taking 2 enchantresses and a neophyte. The enchantresses let me draw a card. The neophyte lets me play the top card of my deck as an extra action.
You're terrible.
And since I haven't played a minion yet,
You literally went through more cards in one turn than I have this game.
yeah, sure, we'll throw a minion over there. Actually,
The Neophyte.
that's busy.
Ah! You know you don't like fun. That's what I've figured out.
There are 3 of you with more points on that base than I.
He doesn't want to put it closer to breaking.
I also don't want to do
yet.
it.
He doesn't like fun.
And
Unless
I'm
he's
gonna-
in control of
The
the
top
fun.
card of my deck is min-maxing.
Why do you have to play that? Or show
Because
that?
the top card of my deck is an action, so I can play it as an extra action.
Oh.
which is why it was important I reveal what those were.
I thought you had to shuffle those in.
Nope, top of the deck in any order.
That sucks.
How many cards do each of you have in your hand?
Enough.
5, like always.
6.
8.
You haven't been playing a lot of action, so I'm going to bet on the Kingmaker to have something spicy to spice up this game.
How is he still doing things?
Oh, Christ.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah,
Also, I
5
want to know what the
actions.
other cards are in a moment. Oh. Yeah, that's spicy.
How late does this go?
Usually we go till 9 or so.
Yeah. So, since we're dealing with bullshit wizards, Gandalf, most overrated wizard ever.
Oh!
All these magic skills and abilities, and what happens? He shows up and tries to thwack people with a stick.
Alright.
And then gets pulled into
I'm going
hell by
to
the
take and
Balrog.
play 9 lives.
And a
I'm just
sword.
saying, not effective wizardry tactics.
And
He smokes a lot of weed.
It explains it. It doesn't justify
where
it.
is Grumpy Will Wheaton? Because I need a point.
Grumpy Will Wheaton is over here.
Cool, I'm destroying Will Wheaton.
I was gonna destroy Will Wheaton!
No, I'm stealing everyone's joy.
Now you get a point.
I get a point,
God damn it.
and I get to play an extra minion, I believe, if I read that card correctly.
I don't think you read the card
Now I
correctly.
gotta rethink
but you
my
did read the
actions.
card correctly.
Cool. I'm also going to play a Game Guru over here.
I mean, the trouble when you have someone who uses a good recycling deck is you have to have a recycling deck or you can't keep up.
I mean, I'm also not recycling.
He isn't. I mean, his
The
deck
same
is
difference. Oh, I'm not recycling. I'm just going through the entire deck. I mean, come on, man. You're playing semantics at that point.
It's true.
We're wizards and geeks. That's our thing. That's a thing we do. I'm gonna
Sadly,
draw
he's
my
not
cards
wrong.
and be done.
Are you done yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
As somebody who loves Lord of the Rings, you're crazy.
I mean, great. There's something to be
And
said
Chad
for
is still
book
howling
versus
for my
movie.
blood, so I must
And I
have played that turn
appreciate
correctly.
but movie Gandalf was useless, definitely.
I'm going to play
He
the
was not as
saucy
powerful as
wench
Book.
and destroy the neophyte.
Blowing up my neophyte.
You're playing the saucy wench.
Wow, assassin.
Fine.
Good job.
Do you feel naked, Brayden, having a single person kill and then not getting points for it?
I do.
Well, he's kind of stymieing me over here.
You have plenty of nonsense left. I speak from authority.
You mean you will eventually have spiciness to play from out of my deck?
I don't believe I have any more cards that will let me do that.
Yet.
I mean, the game is young.
They usually
So
say
I have
that
a
before
question
throwing
about the
up
Game
points to
Guru.
win.
It says, an ongoing, this minion is not affected by other players' abilities.
Correct.
What about action cards?
Those are from players.
I don't like your answer.
I mean, they're coming from you, so no.
Fine. I didn't want to do that anyway. I'm done.
Alrighty.
No, Book Gandalf is probably one
Kind
of
of
the
get
single
stewed
most
here.
powerful.
I must have some real power in the bottom half of this deck.
No, that happens sometimes. I had one where the first time I played Cyber Rapes, the 4 strongest Dave cards were the last 4 in the bottom.
Yeah.
It was just... Okay.
Banjo! Banjo was the name of the
Right.
Futurama.
That was driving me crazy. Thank you.
Should have let him suffer.
It was the SS Minnow.
I mean, it was probably also driving him crazy, so...
Yeah.
So
yeah,
follow or not, action. Choose another player. Choose a random action in their discard pile.
There are some good ones in there.
And I have to play it as an extra action or return it.
There are some
The
good ones.
rando,
There are
or you
some...
get to choose?
It's
He,
random.
yeah, he'll shuffle them up and then I'll have to pick one. And then he'll have to shuffle up his deck so he'll not stack. this discard deck, so they're not so all stacked up. I mean, there's also potentially some crap ones.
There are some crap ones in here for what you want.
For what he does, he gets to throw those away, so. If I get stupid Phil luck now. Oh,
You did inherit Phil's luck, so
I didn't inherit it. You could choose not to take an inheritance.
no.
If this doesn't work, Phil just screwed me over.
This is Phil. He inflicted it upon you.
I mean, I did the same to PJ with rolling dice, but.
What did you reveal?
Let's see.
Force of will.
Oh, that's probably the worst one you could have revealed.
Yeah, and now I have to, let's see, place an extra action or return it. I mean, I get to draw a card at least. Sucks because now he gets it.
I mean, it's going back to the discard pile.
Oh, well, that was utterly, completely useless.
Force of Will was the one that let me cancel the last action played, but wait for chat.
Oh.
Which
I was
was
wondering why it was so horrible.
yeah, it was literally the worst one that could have been pulled.
And shielding. I blame Phil.
That's a good answer.
Chat, yell at Phil. Phil! Useless. Jerk.
That was some bad luck, Phil. You kind of cursed him now.
Yeah, why would you do that, Phil? P. Hill, as I like to call you.
Excellent.
Alrighty. Your turn. I can't do anything else.
He royally screwed everything up in this.
Oh, I know. That's what he does.
I would think, as Kingmaker, you would appreciate the unique level of
No,
chaos.
you
I
screw
bring
stuff
to the
to
table.
screwed up.
Give
You
me a
screwed up to
5.
destroy everybody and then win. There is
I
a
want
difference.
my 5 token before the game is over, Brayden.
You did slap it down on the table for him.
The levels of sodium seem to be rising in this room.
They're delicious. There you go.
I want to hold on to that one. No, I really can't do anything. Oh, for goodness sake. All right.
There you go.
Rules Nazi. There's a reason I call you my German compatriot when we play certain games.
I mean,
Philip says sorry.
Do I have anyone
I
left in the
accept
Cave
it.
of Chinese? Oh, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what?
heavy drinker. Sorry, maybe that is a better way of putting it.
for my action, I'll play Mystic Studies to draw 2 cards from my deck.
Hand.
Oh, imagine that.
I know what's in the bottom half of this.
All the good cards.
Cards
See,
that
where
let
was
me
that
move
action when I was
people
drawing?
around?
Phil, with your luck. Not even a game day soul hoarding it to himself. What a dick.
Right. And then I will play this Enchantress over here on the Cave of Ridiculousness.
Draw a card.
Draw my
Draw
card.
your card.
And then I'll draw 2 cards and discard down.
As someone who has hit more than 5 cards once, which is now, that infuriates me.
It'll be fine. It's not helpful with the structure.
Does that shielding give your character plus to anything?
No, it just means that you can't fuck with them.
4, 8, 12, 14. Crap.
How much power is on that base?
4, 8, 12, 14.
What's the action card do then?
This one or this one?
That one. I remember what that one does.
This one, it basically means you can't fuck with him. Ongoing, this minion and any other actions on it are not affected by the player's actions.
And
So the way Cyber Ape gets out of control is if you get jetpack and shielding, then
gotcha. Your minions here gain +1. Got it.
because at the time everyone just kept throwing power over there.
Yeah.
Decisions.
It's not my turn yet.
Is it?
It is. I've been done.
Oh, well, fine. I knew that anyway. All right, so let's see here.
Look, I know my turn's take an eternity, but not like that.
All right, so let's see. That would give me.
What's that completely useless deck in this game? The Ignobles.
Oh,
Is that the one?
man.
That deck is so bad.
Oh, the Game of Thrones deck?
Yeah, that's the one. That deck is so bad.
I'm going to play Night Stalker, and he'll kill off the Enchantress,
Rude.
which gives him.
Don't keep giving him points. So you
You
get
kill-
A counter.
You play Blackula, huh?
Yeah.
another power counter.
Yeah. All right, so let's see, and that means that you're actually at a 5.
So it's 18
And what's
total.
the Kung Fu person?
I'm at 4.
That's till the end of the turn or permanent?
No, end of the turn.
You're a 4? All right. So 4, 8, 13 plus 5. We're at 18.
So just saying, Gandalf, for what he did, overrated.
No. I'll disagree.
I mean,
Also, best fantasy series ever where they blew the ending. Raymond D. Feist, Demon Rift War Saga. If you never read
Alright.
that, the first 3
I'm
books
done.
are amazing. And then the last one is just
It's kind of how I felt about Wheel of Time.
trash fire.
there was a 6-book series where each book was written by a different author.
Mhm.
The first 3 were amazing, and the last 3 really weren't. And I can't remember for the life of me what it was. But yeah, I empathize. It's terrible.
Okay.
It was a Forgotten Realms series that I can't remember.
So for my minion, I'm going to play the giant King Kong Cyberback. There is the big gorilla 5. I'm going. You may play actions on this minion from your discard pile instead of your hand. Oh, I bet I got something in here that's worth playing.
Ugh, thanks, I hate it.
Trident Dragonite says bears would be another great
Oh,
silver
that counter
animal.
should go away, right?
Yes.
There we
Fun
go.
fact, there is a Bear Cavalry deck in this Smash-Up box. So you don't even have to cyberize them. Bear Cavalry is just scary enough by being Bear Cavalry.
Okay, so I will choose to play the Cyber Revolution out of the deck, which gives him a +3, and
Does that finally break the
that
base?
will break the base.
Thank God.
So that was my action, that was my player. Yeah, I cannot do anything else.
As much as I hate that base, I can't be mad at it because it's
Because
literally
it-
responsible for over half my points.
2/3!
Which also means 12, which means I got first place. So who's in second?
Me.
So that's you. Okay. those
Are
voices are-
you?
Yes!
You've activated his
no,
trap
you
card.
You are.
Yeah.
I just wanted to watch you squirm.
I mean, I'm okay if you mess with the position. It was the potential. I'm not gonna let the space break. And we may,
I
we
really-
may have to do some murdering.
I really wish I had that card
Murder,
on
you
me.
say?
Okay, so
It's gone.
all right. Well, I will take my 2 cards then, so we can break the base. So, point person, give me a 5.
Okay.
I gave 1 back, so it
What do you
adds
have
up.
for points, by the by?
That
That'd be
puts
a
me at 10. So only 1 above you now.
Am I in second?
I think he hit.
You're in. Oh, I'm in second.
Are
Is
you?
that good for 2?
I've got 9 points. You
Yes,
got
so he gets
4.
2. Actually, there's no 3rd place on here.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
there
get
is.
1
Oh,
point.
there it is. Yep. So yeah, he gets 2, and then you get 1. And then I finally got my big 8, but then I had to bury them all again.
All right.
Sad, sad. I feel like by the time these sheep cards I'd be
Did we already draw a new base?
Nope.
The Mean Streets. It's a 25-point break base with a 5/3/2. After a player plays an action that affects a card here, each other player may place a +1 power counter on a minion here.
Yikes.
That one's gonna go fast.
Uh-huh.
That's why it's a racetrack.
It also kind of feels like it hoses the cyber apes really hard.
It does.
I try, Phil. I try, but it was kind of funny watching him for half a second.
I broke
there,
it,
though.
so that's your go. I will be
You drew
back
your
shortly.
cards?
Yes, I did.
Okay, wanted to make sure.
I did that before the base broke, because...
I'm gonna play Muffin, the cute little Siamese kitty cat there.
Kitty cat.
And what does Muffin do?
Nothing I can do right now. There are no other minions there.
It seizes control of a minion with power 3 or less till end of turn.
Gross.
I saw it earlier.
And then I'm going to play Hang In There on Muffin. And what this does is it's play on one of your minions, ongoing. If this minion would be destroyed, move it to another base and destroy this action instead.
Yeah, that's solid.
Okay, Braden, it is your turn.
My turn, huh? Well... There's that base over there. Check it out. I'm going to play Summon, so I can play 2 minions this turn. I'm going to play the Enchantress to draw the last card in my deck. And then shuffle these together to have the deck again. For my second minion, I'm going to play a Neophyte, so I'm going to need a moment to shuffle my deck.
How do you play a second minion?
I played the Summon action card,
Okay.
so I traded my action for a second minion this turn.
Gotcha.
Stupid wizards.
I concur.
Agreed.
They're also not winning, so...
Oh, come on. 1 point difference right now.
Look,
Come on.
Winning, whining. I mean, that sounded really close. I heard whining. I didn't hear winning.
they're not whining either.
See, he said whining. And get some cheese.
Ooh, I like cheese. Does anyone want to cut
So
before
what was the original action you played?
Summon?
And that's what gave you 2 minions?
Yes.
Cool. So I'm going to play Hello Dolly, because it's a clone.
I get it.
So I'm going to copy the ability of your action right now.
So you can play 1 extra minion.
Okay. Cool.
That, what is that?
A ram.
And
What
4.
do?
Talents. I can move it to another base anytime, and then when I do that, I return a minion of power 2 or less at that base to the owner's hand.
Okay. Top card of my deck is a minion. It is a Chronomancer.
Okay.
So with that, I'll draw 2 cards and be done.
Alright. Well, this is getting entirely out of hand, so I'm going to play Buccaneer. He has a special. If this minion would be destroyed, move it to another base instead. I'll follow that up with Powder Keg. Everybody dies. Oh, but I don't. I go here.
Neither do I!
Seriously.
Neither do I! Muffin moves over here.
Brayden liked that move.
I did. That was a good move. I don't know why that went down the direction it did, but I'm okay with it.
Muffin escaped.
Muffin did escape.
Muffin escapade.
So you did all that to kill 1 sheep.
And to get rid of his thing.
Yeah, the action was a little annoying.
Oh, I'm done.
That's annoying.
Okay.
Ooh, gluten-free pumpkin bars sound delicious.
Alright.
That does sound delicious. pumpkin bars on Tuesday at work.
Pumpkin bars are surprisingly underrated. When they're done right.
So
You
actually,
can have really bad pumpkin bars too.
Did you move your guy from here to another base?
Yes. Because
Well, that
card
card was an action that affected the other card. So since your minion's still alive, you should have a +1 power counter.
Sweet muffin
Is it when it's-
stronger.
played.
Yeah, whenever an
Oh,
action
yeah,
affects
yeah.
a card in that base period.
And then it goes on to. Oh, right. Wait, is it you control or everybody else?
Everybody else.
But he played that. Oh, the powder keg. Dur.
Yes.
Right.
I know what I'm talking about.
I can't
Gosh.
see the cards over there. They're so far away.
Okay, guys, best come out of nowhere cult comedy. I mean, Napoleon Dynamite's kind of the obvious one of the past 20 years, but what else y'all got?
And I will not agree with that. That movie was.
It was amazing.
That movie got played ad nauseum.
I mean, I can't help what people do when really run art to the ground after the
How many
fact. It
years?
doesn't
I
take
didn't-
away.
I didn't even really care for it when it came out.
How many years back are we going, you said?
20?
I said
Lebowski.
Dynamite wasn't obvious for last 20, but I would just say obvious cult classic. I don't know, is Lebowski even cult classic at this point?
Yeah.
It's very mainstream, I'd argue. I
Mm,
mean, you got Lebowski Fest.
So
you do, but you also have a Napoleon Dynamite Fest too. It's in Idaho.
You have a religion based off of the movie. I don't think it's cult classic anymore.
Bless you.
I mean, I love Big Lebowski. I remember they had huge
It was a
parties watching
cult
it.
classic back in the day. I'm going. That's why I said how
Coen
long
Brothers?
ago.
Oof.
Blues Brothers is another good one.
I mean, that one's mainstream. I
Yeah.
can't even give it cult classic status that everybody knows that movie.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, movie, not TV show.
I wasn't even fully aware there was a movie.
You have not seen the Buffy the Vampire Slayer
Uh-uh.
movie? Oh,
I've seen the TV series multiple times.
You
but
sweet
not the
summer
movie.
child.
wait,
All right,
What?
but before you try and sell me on it, how involved was Joss Whedon with this movie?
Not at all.
Pass.
It's from the early '90s.
it's got Pee Wee Herman in it as a vampire.
The hardest of
Clyde.
pass.
That
I know,
you
I know,
can't
I know.
possibly understand.
That's either going to be amazing or terrible, but I won't know until
I mean,
see
I
it.
can only envision the terrible side of it. It could be amazing. I'll give you that, but my mind immediately went to the terrible side.
It's a good movie.
Good night, Phil. Thanks for joining us.
So,
Have fun waking up in carting boxes all day.
Carting
Good
boxes.
night, Phil.
Good night, Phil.
take your luck with you.
No, not that.
So,
Never
monkey see,
that.
monkey do. Reveal the top 5 cards of my decks. I can place any number of actions into my hand, but the rest I have to shuffle.
Oh,
Oh.
yikes.
Okay. So, there's 1 minion and 4 actions.
That's a big mood.
So, just so you all know the actions, because it does say revealed. Going bananas for an action. Choose a base. Destroy the other player's actions. Play on that base and on minions there. Cyber Revolution. Play on a minion. The minion has +3 power. Missing Uplink. Play on your minion. Draw an additional card at the end of your turn. God, I needed that one earlier. And Shielding. Basically, you can't touch me.
I am distressed by that. That's a lot of cards. And they're all bad.
I
Well,
have 1
bad for
minion on the
you.
board and 1 in my hand. You have to have minions. Actions don't do you anything if you don't have minions.
That is patently false.
If you have a normal, non-overpowered deck, you need minions to do anything.
Philip, before he left, said Zombieland is a cult classic.
I would give you that.
Yeah, it's kind of bordering. I'm not sure how cult it was, because zombies were, like, everywhere when it came out.
Plus, they made a sequel.
Did they?
Yes, they just came out with that. They talked about forever that they did it. Yeah, I know.
The first one had its own quiet charm about it.
Bill Murray was great.
I can't.
Bill Murray was great.
I can't imagine them making a successful sequel.
Tropic Thunder would be another good one.
That was amazing. Anyway, your go.
Just because of Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Actually, that whole was hilarious, but yeah, Tom
I
Cruise.
I can't remember how far into that movie before I realized
Yeah.
it was Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise in a fat suit?
Yeah, that I just didn't. I had no idea, and I said, when I got there, I was on board.
All right, we're gonna play Mr. Gwumps.
Mr. Gwumps.
Who are you playing Wumps on?
We're gonna make Banjo the orangutan a really grumpy
A
Banjo.
minion.
It's
It's a
now a
-2 until the end of the turn.
Is it in a turn?
Yeah.
It's not the grumpiness.
It's not the
card.
grumpy.
okay.
Yeah. So we've got 2, 4, 5, 9, plus 7 is 16. We're up to 16. Soon to be 18.
Yeah, I'm assuming that base is headed for breakdom.
All right.
Now, what's hurt me is I haven't found the monkey jetpack. Getting that early so you have one minion you can keep building off of really is crucial for this deck.
Are you done? Okay.
Sorry.
I was unclear. Alright, so this is a...
10, 13...
20.
20. So it needs 3 more to break.
Wait, I thought it was only at 18.
It was till the end of the turn.
No, it was 16 until the end of the turn.
2,
Oh,
6,
okay.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Alright, so it's at 20. So... Okay.
Heartboard Game says math game. We use D20s with this one.
Oh, that's a smart idea, actually.
Not with you.
Also,
on.
hi, Heartbird Games.
Hey
Yeah,
guys.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
With
that's-
every count.
Why did we not think of that?
Because we're amateurs. We've been very upfront about this.
Fair.
Yeah, we did.
Let's go ahead and get
We
this
did
base
kinda-
out of here. Do I have any
Yeah, that
actions
just
I
came
care
in last.
about?
And I assume the action you can't play unless it says you can play out of turn, correct?
It has
That's
to say
right.
special and be under a certain circumstance. Before that base breaks, I'm going to play an action. I'm going to play the action Griefer. Choose one effect for each other player. That player discards a random card, destroys one of their minions, or shuffles their discard pile into their deck.
Say what?
Each of you can discard a card at random from your hand.
It has to be random?
At random.
I don't like that. I have one crappy card. And I
There
think
was
it
an
goes.
or in there.
Yeah, I get to choose.
Oh.
For each of you, one action. I'm choosing the same action for all 3 of you.
Don't worry about the wizard deck. I'm taking a different one with it.
This is either going to be very good or
Yeah.
very bad. There's really no middle ground here.
Well, there went my hamstring.
And I lost my only minion.
All right. We're going to go with
Crap.
dinner date. Place a +1 counter on your minion.
Yeah, that
destroy
sucks.
your power to less. That was the very good.
Okay, and then that base is going to break.
And I lost the black sheep.
Yeah, I'm only getting 2 points for that.
Are you?
I think so. I've only got 3 points on there.
I have 4.
I have 5.
How much does Brain have?
Oh, I'm not going to get any. Oh, yes, I get 0.
Yeah,
0
I've got
points.
at least 8 on there.
I'm just going to...
Just gonna quietly move
So-
away too.
I'll just get that out of the equation to make the math a little easier on you guys.
Why did you get that out of the way?
Because he's in 4th. He's not going to get points.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like I've got first. Whoever had 5 has second, and 4 has third.
Yep.
Okay. And then I will play cosplay as a special action to gain an additional victory point. So I'll go up to 14.
You can do that at the end of the base break.
Yes.
Special, play when you gain 1 or more victory points. Gain an additional victory point.
Give me my 3 points and quiet your mouth.
No.
Hate deck building games with him.
There's
That's
3
because he always
for you.
chooses one that all but guarantees he's in first or second.
That's not true.
This is
Frequently,
very-
I will play the Cthulhu decks, which are bad, but hilarious.
We got Czar's
and you have
Palace.
Two.
Two.
Yep.
Okay. There you go.
It breaks at 22, has 5, 3, and 2 for the payout. Minions of power 2 or less cannot be played here.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
I mean, I don't really
Large
have
dice.
minions since
Yeah, it would be nice to have a minion.
it would be.
Pirates stole them.
Oh no, you're not pulling D&D rules here.
No,
you
no.
Can't,
The
you can't turn
pirates
me
stole
undead
them.
again.
I could, though.
No.
Can I turn him undead? I have it on good authority. He'd be an excellent zombie.
God damn it. No, he wouldn't.
Right now,
Are you sure? I'm
he's
pretty sure
a
he's the literal
tiefling.
definition of cannon fodder.
He'd sprint
We're
into a
all in
fire.
the same D&D group.
All right.
He's our DM, so we're just kind of...
Fledgling
Fourth wall
Vampires
line.
getting played there on Tokyo. And I will follow that up with an action.
Suro is still coming up.
Crack of Dusk.
Braden's just kind of drawing out the game. He
I
likes
am
to
not drawing
Play
out
a
the
minion
draw out
of
the
power
games
2 or less
to
from your discard
tease us.
pile as an extra minion. Place a +1 pounder counter on it.
But yes, Braden likes to draw out games to prolong our pain and suffering.
That is patently false.
Especially in deck building games.
Also patently
Done.
false.
Your turn.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure anyone who's played enough Magic with me knows that I do not like to drag games out.
You're a game.
I'm going to play a flock here because it's the only minion I have. I'm going to play Missing Uplink because I need to find some minions so I get to draw an extra card at the end of every turn. And that's all I can do.
I don't have any minions to play, so Braden, it's your turn.
That base has got 25 for break. What's the break point on the other base with minions?
16.
16?
Hey, I have it on good authority from Trident Dragonite that you turned this into a house of lies.
That's not true at all. I'm going to discard a fan to draw a card.
Notice how he's almost through his deck twice.
Yeah, I know.
And us plebs are over here struggling to get through an entire deck.
Leave me alone. Go play with other people.
Okay, and who's got what on this base? Vamps your first mates.
Those are all mine.
Those are all yours? Okay.
Ready? Fuckery is afoot.
It's fine. Alright. So I'm going to play Time Loop, which lets me play 2 additional actions.
Of course it does.
I'm going to play Felicia Day and move all the minions to the low breakpoint base.
She's not, so that's your minion, and then...
That's my minion, and I have 2 actions remaining for my turn.
I've never seen Felicia Day used twice.
Well, I would have the first time I used it, but I kept getting told I was playing it wrong, and it turns out I was not. But you do have to get Felicia Day and Will Wheaton, or you have to have a deck that strums them in.
I'm going to play Winds of Change, which lets me shuffle my hand into my deck and draw 5 new cards, and then I can play an additional action.
You do know what co-op game means, right? Like multiplayer, as in other people get to do things too.
Everyone has a lot of points. I'm trying to do what I can to close the game out.
She's got 14 points, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
As he complains that we have too many points.
You all do have too many points. Alright, so I should have 2 actions remaining. Hopefully one of the 5 cards I draw. Can fix this.
Note to self, choose decks
Nothing
with
but
special
crap.
actions in the future.
Perfect. Summon.
God damn it.
That was exactly the card I was looking for. Play a Game Guru,
You're a kangaroo.
which should...
Wait, why are all my
What?
people gone?
Because Felicia Day moved them to that base.
Fucking bitch.
Never liked her anymore.
Which should be enough to break the 16 breakpoint.
Oh God, did he finally end our suffering?
Yep.
Cool.
His underpowered deck broke a base in one turn with one card.
Two cards.
In
Powered
fairness,
deck.
it
Two
took
cards.
like 4.
I counted. Well, 3.
All of my first mates were at the bottom of the
4
deck.
cards. 4 cards.
Yeah.
You're right.
And I've
Yep.
been saving
Oh,
that one for
thank
a
God.
while.
I
we're
needed to
done.
get my first. All of my first mates were in the bottom, like 20% of my deck. They were all in here, and I needed to get those out and start recycling them so I could build them up with counters, and they would just keep moving from base to base.
Well, at least I had fun in the beginning of the game.
Oh God.
Yeah, the flying monkey was the last card.
Never liked this.
So-
Never liked this game.
What did you get for points, just so we can get totals
Oh,
for the chat?
I'm sorry. I got 3 off of this one. So I ended up with
And Shane got how many?
2.
11.
So
11 points.
2.
Hey, I didn't end up in last place.
You have 11. Shane, you have 14?
yep.
Cool.
And I ended up with 12.
And I finished with... Was it 18? Yes.
I finally got
Alright.
the buffet. And I had 2 dinghies.
Alright.
I had plans. Plans.
If you like what you just saw, please support us by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more great gaming content.